What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more Lamelo Ball and New York Knicks news to actually bring you guys. This time, again, it's going to be extremely interesting to see what happens. The New York Knicks really like getting more involved with Lamelo Ball on just how this kind of stuff is all going. With it currently actually being reported that Lamelo Ball is currently the top rated point guard on the Knicks board per Mark Berman. So this just pretty much clarifies, and completes our theory that yes, again, all these rumors on are the Knicks going to trade up for Lamelo Ball, all this type of stuff are going to be, definitely true. Like, no matter really what happens, I think the New York Knicks are, going to try and get Lamelo Ball. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, I definitely recommend going and checking out all my other Lamelo Ball videos. I've literally got like a ton of them at this point, but again, one of the main things that it looks like the New York Knicks are looking to actually do is partner up a duo of Lamelo Ball and Chris Paul. Now, for those of you who haven't seen, this pretty much what is going to most likely be happening is the New York Knicks are going to try and, trade for Chris Paul, which in my move is actually a really good decision because they definitely need that veteran leadership and a player to actually mentor all these young guys. So what's going to happen is apparently they're going to trade for Chris Paul, and Chris Paul will, guard the point guard position, and Lamelo Ball will guard the shooting guard position. But when the ball, is coming to the offense side of the, the way, I honestly think that what will happen is Lamelo Ball will now become the player who mostly has the ball in his hands. For example, we've obviously seen Chris Paul play that, like, off-ball type of role before. He played it a lot with the Houston Rockets and James Harden, and now has played it a bit with OKC when they've played, off-ball with Dennis Schroeder, or maybe even Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trying to isolate. So, again, I definitely could see, this potentially, happening as well. And then it would be a very nice duo here and there. So apparently Lamelo Ball is a higher, on the Knicks board than what Cole Anthony is, what Theo Maledon is, what RJ Hampton is, etc. and Killian Hayes as well. I've covered, the Knicks have been interested in RJ Hampton. If they fall really low in the draft order, then what they'll do is they'll potentially, maybe even draft, trade down. If they can't try and trade up to get Lamelo Ball, they'll trade down and get RJ Hampton and make him sort of a project type of player. I've obviously reported that. I've reported as well they are interested in Cole Anthony. Of course, they're going to be interested in all these players. Again, they're going to be interested in Chris Paul as well. They're going to be interested in literally every point guard to come out of this draft. It's a much needed position for the New York Knicks, but at the end of the day, they are going to try their absolute hardest to try and get Lamelo Ball to the team, and it's just how it's going to be. I think the Knicks have the 6th best lottery odds, and yeah, I believe Lamelo's ranked number 3, and again, he could go at pick 2, he could go at pick 5, whatever it's going to be. But honestly, if they have the 6th best lottery odds and they fall down to, pick 8 or pick 9, and somehow 3 teams jump into that top 4, which again, the Pelicans and the Lakers and the Grizzlies all jumped in the most recent draft, this could literally happen. I don't know if I can see a way where the New York Knicks can try and trade for Lamelo Ball. Like, they're probably going to need that, they're going to need to trade that pick 9 or so to try and land pick 3. And what that pick 3 is going to be, I've literally got, no idea how they're going to do it. Let's just say, the Cleveland Cavaliers have pick 3. They're not just going to want pick 9 and a first round pick. They're most likely going to want even more than that. Literally, like, teams are going to be asking for Mitch Robinson. And if it gets that desperate, in that much of a desperate situation, I genuinely believe the New York Knicks need to come out of this draft with Lamelo Ball, or it is 100% another failure draft. I honestly believe that the Knicks may, the last resort would be to get rid of Mitch Robinson. It's obviously clear, but again, it could end up, even happening, and I know that would be the Knicks fans' worst nightmare. Like, I know you guys, for all you Knicks fans watching this video, I know you guys would absolutely hate that, but unfortunately, it could be the dark truth about it if you guys fall that low, which again, we've seen it can happen. So, of course, Knicks fans just really got to hope that they do actually come out of this draft lottery and do win it. I potentially think that you know, if they do win it and they get pick 4 or pick 3, or maybe even 1 or 2, they're just going to draft Lamelo Ball right there. They're not going to mess around. They're not going to trade down or whatever. They'll just draft Lamelo Ball, and it's pretty clear. I kind of literally hope the Knicks get pick 1, so they draft Lamelo Ball at pick 1, because I honestly think out of all the players in this draft, Lamelo Ball deserves to be pick 1 out of all of them. I mean, Anthony Edwards decided to stay in, Georgia, and sign with the college, and, he played there. He's playing against 18-year-olds and all that type of stuff. Lamelo Ball went to the NBL, which is one of the best leagues in the whole entire world. Played against, former NBA players like Andrew Bogut, etc., and literally was so good in there. I think he deserves it so much to be that number 1 pick. And in my opinion, he is the best player in the draft. But the only thing stopping him from going as, the pick 1 or something like that is, obviously, team needs. Like, if the Cavaliers have pick 3, they're either going to trade down or draft Obi Toppin, then probably not going to draft Lamelo Ball unless if it was to try and trade Lamelo Ball later to like the New York Knicks or Detroit Pistons, etc. So again, I think it's extremely interesting. It's definitely a lot of team needs. This draft is very stacked with point guards, but a lot of teams don't really need point guards, so it's kind of, yeah, it's like, oh, what's the team needs here and all this type of stuff. But again, the New York Knicks really, really want Lamelo Ball, and I honestly think they'll almost do anything to try and get Lamelo Ball at this point. There's also the rumors that if they get Lamelo Ball, they're going to try and trade for LiAngelo Ball and Lonzo Ball. So if you guys haven't seen my videos on that, I definitely recommend it as well. There's been a lot of rumors that they are interested in Lonzo Ball and are interested in LiAngelo Ball as well. So of course, this would be very, very interesting, and I definitely think needs to happen. And if the New York Knicks actually partnered all 3 of them together, that would be extremely awesome. But I definitely think they should give LiAngelo a chance and do what the Milwaukee Bucks did with Giannis and his brothers. They kind of gave him a chance to see if they could end up being any good. I honestly believe LiAngelo Ball probably has a lot better of a future than any of those players the Bucks gave a tryout to. So, again, I think the New York Knicks could definitely look to get LiAngelo, as he, again, I've talked about it in my LiAngelo Ball video. I definitely recommend you guys going and checking it out. I think he plays a lot like Klay Thompson. Obviously, nowhere near as good as Klay Thompson, don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing the two as in skill level and all of that type of stuff. I'm just comparing them on what LiAngelo actually does well, and that's be a really nice, spot-up shooter on the open 3, and is a nice perimeter defender, I do believe, as well, at the shooting guard position. So, again, I think they are kind of comparable, obviously not skill level, but as in, how they play type of stuff. But, of course, I definitely think the New York Knicks definitely need to trade Lamelo Ball, and I'm very, very happy that he is the number 1 on their draft board, which, so well he should be. And I very much hope they do look to potentially draft him as well. And I honestly believe if I could pick any team for the New York, for Lamelo Ball to go to, it'd either be the Cavs or the Knicks. Obviously, I'm a massive Cavs fan, and I very much like Lamelo Ball. But obviously, the New York Knicks as well, I think, would be the perfect team for Lamelo Ball to thrive in. But anyone, to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for the latest NBA content and NBA news. Don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on all of this stuff? Do you guys think the New York Knicks should draft Lamelo Ball? Do you guys think they shouldn't? I definitely really like to know your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. But also don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and opinions on Lamelo Ball? Again, I definitely really like to know your thoughts and opinions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlog channel. Links for them will all be in the description down below. And definitely go check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for that will also be in the description down below. So as I was saying, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.